Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Yesterday, I had an opportunity to meet with some youth and also some people who have recently accepted Islam. And we had a very nice Q&A session and very informative Q&A session. There were a lot of things that they wanted to ask about Islam, and it was for some of them it was their first Ramadan, or some are kids who are at an age where now they can begin to fast. And of course, the session was attended by parents, grown-ups, people of different ages, and we had lots of questions. So what I'm planning on doing here is this week is to also incorporate some of those questions that they asked me, and we had a Q&A session to discuss those questions here as well, because there may be more people like them who want to benefit from that. One of the questions that was asked indirectly, but have been asked several times: why do we fast? What is the purpose of fasting? Is it that we are going on a hunger strike? Is it like we are refraining from eating and drinking? That's it? Or is there more to it? Well, there is an ayah in the Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala answers this question for us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells all the believers that you are fasting. And this is in Surah Al-Baqarah. كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامِ. We have prescribed for you a medication for your betterment in this life and hereafter. And we have prescribed for you this so that it has been made as a ruling. كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ. Like the people before you. This is not the first time humanity is getting this prescription for their life here and hereafter, but it is something that has been going on for a long time. People before you were also given this prescription, spiritual prescription. Why? كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِن قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So that you gain piety, you gain taqwa, you gain God consciousness. That's the whole point of fasting. It is not about going on a hunger strike. It is not about just refraining from eating or drinking. Rather, it is about obedience, abiding by the law given to you by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Prophet. So this discipline in life, where discipline is driven by piety, is the core of fasting. In the month of fasting, which is Ramadan, it is a boot camp where we try to live a life that we should be living the rest of the year. Connecting with the Quran, reciting more and more Quran, understanding, making extra salah, refraining from evil things, constantly looking at our actions, our words, our dealings, praying regularly, praying on time, praying with more dedication, spending time with family, friends, building communities, visiting masajid, spending time in the masajid, giving more charity, thinking for greater good for the entire humanity, doing different kinds of drives, feeling for those who live in hard times all year round. And all of these things tied to your piety. Remember, as a believer, we have three angles of life. One is ourself, the reflection on ourself, back on ourself, rights of ourself on ourself. Secondly, rights of others on us. And thirdly, and this others include human beings, environment, plants, animals, other beings around us. And thirdly, Allah's rights on us. And if you notice closely, in this month, you're paying attention to all three aspects. Now, for those of you who are in the habit of workout, you want to work out still in the month of Ramadan, and now you're trying to figure out what will be a best time to work out, and I need to replenish my body with enough so I don't get dehydrated, so I need to hydrate myself. I need to be eating in right proportions, right? Which you should be doing anyway, right? Ramadan is not about going on a hunger strike for like 14 hours, and then iftar time, just go into those samosas and fried foods and just go crazy about eating. And then you're so sleepy and so tired for Taraweeh. You're like, oh my God. No, it's not about that. Or feeding yourself so much at the time of suhoor. It's just like, we're not camels. We're not camels. We cannot just constantly just, melt these this fats in us and store it in our humps and then go on for a week without eating. We're not like that. We're humans. So you need to live a life in balance. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this month to reflect upon things that we should not be doing anyway, is a way for us to train ourselves for 29, 30 days, to live that kind of a life that Allah wants us to live. So the whole purpose of the month of fasting is taqwa. Look at the beginning ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. In Surah Al-Fatiha, you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to show you the right path, to show you the guidance that has guided people before you. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. And Allah is now answering your dua and saying, okay, you know what? ذلك الكتاب. This book that I've given to you, ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه. There is nothing wrong here. So when you open this book, you need to understand with this mindset, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. There is not a single sign of any raib in it, any doubt in it. هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. This is guidance for those who want to attain piety. And then here is a process of attaining piety through the process of fasting. That هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ, it is the guidance for those who want to attain taqwa. And then كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So you want to gain piety, here is a process to gain piety. You look at both things together. That's what it is. That's what the core of it, to attain piety. So think about, self-reflect. Make a calendar for yourself, do you want me to help you make a calendar for the month of Ramadan? Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll show you a sample that I share with my students. And it has benefited them. And inshallah will benefit you as well. Inshallah. Let me know in the comment section below if you want me to share that calendar. How to make it yourself calendar. So it's very easy calendar that you can put together. And customize it to your needs calendar. May Allah help us in this month of Ramadan, and inshallah other Q&A questions and the responses that happen in that session we'll be sharing with you in the next few days. Stay tuned. Till next time. Assalamu alaikum.